Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back as well to RSPB Snettisham. It's rather blustery today, but we've decided to come down here to hopefully get some visibility of what they call the September Spectacular, with all the waders and stuff down here. Now the weather here in the UK has obviously been pretty rough through the early parts of September, so we have come down. It is now the 12th or 13th of September. Can't see me watch because the sun is really bright, but oh, Mrs S just said it's the 13th, so we've come down to try and make the most of this. Tomorrow is meant to be horrendous weather. Next week isn't looking too grand at the start, so yeah, you might be able to hear down the mic how bad that wind is, but it's still better than what we've got coming up. So making our way down to the beach at the moment. Stick with us, let's crack on. Okay, so we're actually at the Snettisham beach now. We've made our way down the path and we're actually at the coast, as you can possibly see from behind me now. Literally here a couple of minutes just walking along, and there's a few oyster catchers. So we've come at a high tide. It's about 7.2 meters I think today. We've come right at high tide as well, so it is going to start rescinding soon. But yeah, just literally got here, started walking along, a few oyster catchers right in, and someone was like, oh, there's a, and I'm going to pronounce this terribly, a Lewistic oyster catcher. So I managed to get some shots of that. Unfortunately, he was very hunkered down, trying to stay out of this damn wind. It is very strong. I had a look at the weather forecast before we set off. Gusts were only supposed to be about 27 miles an hour, but that wind is really strong, so I apologise now if that interrupts all this video. Now I'm going to stick that picture up, we're going to keep walking down and see what else we can see today. Okay, so we've walked all the way along the kind of the wash front, as it were, and the problem we've got is there is a large volume of birds still really far away, and the other problem is it makes it really difficult to single any out. If I take any pictures while they're like that, it's just going to be a mass of birds with no real quality. It would just purely be documentary basis. So we're currently having a walk down away from the wash at the moment. We will turn back and walk that way to see what we can see. The tide is on the way out as well, which is going to make life a little bit more difficult, but surprisingly the tide isn't as high as I expected it to be either, because I expected it to have pushed the birds a bit more this way. As I say, it is a high tide, but I'm wondering if it gets higher than what it is now by much. So yeah, anyway, we've come away from the coast area and we're actually walking through this scrubby, heathy kind of, you can probably see it behind me, this stuff. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, because we keep hearing some small bird noises. So I think we're just going to literally walk down this way for a bit before having a spin round and walking back. I don't know if this video is actually going to be as good as I'd really hoped. So yeah, stick with us. We'll see if we can see anything else. Okay, so it was starting to turn out to be a real disappointment. Now, obviously, we've come down to see the Spectacular, which, if you don't know what it is, have a look online. But it is where, because it's the Wash, which is essentially just mud flats, at this time of year, we get a lot of the waders come around, and it's incredible to actually see all of the birds flying. But in all the time we've been down here, they've literally just been sat doing nothing. So we've been having a slow walk back along the front, and I've been trying to grab some pictures of other things as well. And I think I've got a couple of quite nice shots, because there's, I don't know what you want to call it, but there's scrubby bits in the edge of the mud flats, along with sort of water pools and stuff where the tide has been in. So there's a lot of smaller birds sort of fishing around in there. And I was trying to make the most of that, really put it in that sort of environmental shot, as you know, that I really, really love. Next thing I know, I'm framing up this shot with what I think it was the plover. And Mrs. S is like, look, they're going! So I whip the camera around and I start panning through. And yeah, it is fantastic to see that sheer volume of birds just flying along the top of the sort of the mud flats in the Wash. So I did get some video, started off taking photos, then got some video. I don't know how good it's going to be, because obviously I was hand holding in this kind of wind, trying to track them through. It's probably quite jerky, but I will stick that up, and I'll stick up the pictures as well. And yeah, we're just having a slow walk back to the car now. So, fingers crossed. It's gone from being a what was turning out to be rather disappointing. Miss S just pointed out a load more. Rather disappointing to what could have been quite good. So I'm going to see. We're going to keep watching that birds just ahead, and yeah, let's crack on.
As the sun slowly crept into the sky, it filled the morning air with warmth and life. Sounds of birds in harmony, and you there right next to me. Oh, no matter where we go, oh, my heart is yours to own. Through all the storms, I'm by your side. Through days of warmth, I'm by your side. Like the stars and the moon in the nighttime sky, I'm by your side. Walking in cold nights with your hand in mine, all wrapped up warm, sitting by the fire. This life is the best, living wild and free, with you there right next to me. Oh, no matter where we go, oh, my heart is yours to own. Through all the storms, I'm by your side. Through days of warmth, I'm by your side.
Okay, so on the way back to the car now, just walking through all the scrub path and stuff. So yeah, so I'll be honest with you, yeah, today's trip out kind of went from being rather disappointing to picking up right near the end, and that happens quite often, to be fair. I mean, it's like when I went to Langford Lowfields and it was a really disappointing day, and then I caught that picture of the fox as I was walking back to the car. It's very similar for us here, and the photography did seem to genuinely get better as we were getting closer and closer to the car. Now, it's probably quite a short video because, as I say, there wasn't much to see to start with, so it was that element of disappointment, and you could have probably seen it in my face, to be fair. But I'm smiling, I'm happy, and you know what, any day out and to see the sea and stuff is a good day. One thing I'm also going to post up, or will have just posted up anyway, and I forgot to tell you, we've just come back from a weekend away with family at Whitby. And I did take my camera out with the intention to actually film, but it was very busy. And did get a couple of really nice fulmar shots. As I say, I would have stuck them up right at the end. Yeah, fulmars breeding in, or paired up on the cliffs of Whitby. So, just an FYI, if anyone ever goes up to Whitby for a holiday or whatever, do take your camera and walk along the beach. You can get some fantastic opportunities with the fulmars there. So, yeah, right, well, forgot about that, but I did want to pop them up anyway because, you know, wanted to actually make the most of the pictures. So, right, I will sign out then. So obviously, if you like the video, as long or short as it is, give us the old thumbs up. If you don't already, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our weekly videos. And yeah, all that's left for me to say then is this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.